Ooh, yo guys, what is good? Welcome back to the Uncle Sharma channel. Quick, quick match reaction today, guys. I can't stay on for long. I literally have to leave. As you can see, my room's a bit of a mess. We've got some works going on in the house, so it's going to be super quick reaction, quicker than I actually scheduled it for. Oh my goodness, guys, this team is gonna. Why is it so stressful to support Inter, man? Why do we support this team? Like they never seem to give us a stress-free night, can they? These guys, and these first halves are gonna be the end of us this season, aren't they? These first halves are just not good enough. Once again, yes, Inter have got the 3 points, 2-1 victory against Sassuolo, but that first half, man, we got completely dominated by Sassuolo, 1-0 down at half time. Once again, against Shakhtar, first half wasn't good enough. Against Fiorentina, the first half was good enough. Against Atalanta, the first half wasn't good enough. Is this second half FC, this Inter team? When I made that video a couple of weeks back, or even a month ago now, I think 7 things we learned about Inzaghi, and we saw already there was a lot of goals in the second half. And I'm going to check in this international break once again how many goals we scored in the second half, because it's getting ridiculous. Like, why do we have to wait until the second half for this team to wake up? It just seems like they can't wake up in the first half. Always suffering the match, always suffering the high press, the high pressing this season. It just seems like it's our weakness. It used to be, teams sitting back and sitting deep against us. That used to be our kryptonite. But now it seems to be teams coming up, which is what we want, really. Big teams. That's what we want, teams to come and press us because there's more space. But we just don't seem to be able to play around it. Midfield was non-existent in the first half, and Jeremy Boga, man, this guy literally. We talked about it. We joked about it in the pre-match that this guy, turns like into prime Ronaldinho / Lionel Messi against us. And yeah, today, I mean, I don't even want to check how many dribbles he completed because he completely obliterated us. Dumfries, Skriniar, and De Vrij. Is this the worst match that they've ever played in the Inter shirt? I think definitely for De Vrij, because I've never seen De Vrij misplace so many passes. He misplaced 3 awful passes in the first half, which you never see De Vrij even misplace 1 in the whole match, because he can be shaky sometimes defensively. That can happen to any defender, but passing wise, he usually is very safe, spot on, 95% completion, all that kind of stuff. But today he was really shaky, and Skriniar really shaky as well. I mean, of course, Skriniar's been probably our best player this season, so everyone can have bad games. But in that first half, when De Vrij and Skriniar are having a bad game, that's when you know that this is a bad game. When your 2 best players, and Barella as well. Barella was at fault for the penalty given to for Jeremy Boga on Skriniar. That shows you if Barella and Skriniar are the 2 people at fault to give away a penalty and a goal, that shows how badly Inter were playing, though, when the 2 best players are doing that. In general, there's no one to save from that first half, not even one person to save. The second half, as I've put below, Harvey two-face performance. I want to quickly go through your comments, guys. As I said, literally today I haven't got enough time. It was going to be literally not anything more than 10 minutes. I'm going to have to leave soon. Looks like DZEKO Lautaro is still the better partnership. Yeah, definitely for the moment it still is. Cola today definitely flopped. I've spelled it wrong in the scroll down below. I put it Loca, but Cola today definitely didn't work, man. Correa, he's come back from injury. I don't know if he's still feeling it, but he wasn't good enough. Lost the ball way too many times. Always tries to do things on his own. We know when we signed Correa, we talked about these things, that he's very inconsistent. He can, drift out of matches. He can go some matches. And yeah, today was one of those perfect examples. He couldn't link up with Lautaro. He couldn't link up with anyone. Just wasn't on the wavelength with anyone. So at the moment, DZEKO Lautaro still is the best partnership. But you can only improve, Lautaro Correa partnership, or Correa's partnership in the team. When he plays more minutes, he's been in and out of the team, unfortunately, until now. So we need to give him minutes. I know there were subs, but I say it's a toss up between DZEKO and Vidal for man of the match. Yeah, no, it can't be Vidal. It has to be DZEKO easily DZEKO, man. It has to be DZEKO coming in, man. People still keep saying this guy is dusted. Yes, he's not as good as he was, 3, 4, 5 years ago, but this guy, like, isn't he top scorer in Serie A right now? Wait, let me quickly check. Like, he must be tied with the Immobile, right, or something. Serie A top scorers. Yeah, he's one behind Ciro Immobile for goals, and he's got an assist. So he's got like, whoa, this guy is proving people wrong, even at 35 years old, coming on as an impact substitute, instant impact as well. And shouts out to Ivan Perisic, man, as always. That guy, I don't understand why he gets slandered so much by Inter fans. I thought last season would be enough for the slander to stop on Ivan Perisic, but what a ball for that Dzeko goal, curled in behind. Someone even thought on my Twitter when I posted the goal that it was DiMarco, but it was actually because the way it was left-footed curler that you'd expect DiMarco to make, but actually it was even Perisic. So he definitely stepped the game up in the second half. Well, someone's gonna go quickly through the comments, guys. As I said, I can't stay on for long. Our wing backs from best to worst overall, not only in this game. Perisic, Darmian, DiMarco, 3 Dumfries. Would you agree? Kivu coming in, legendary Inter player from Romania. Yeah, I think Perisic has been our best wing back this season for sure. I think Darmian started off really good, and then he had a little bit of a drop off. DiMarco, yeah, I guess you could put DiMarco up there as well. But once again today, he wasn't playing as a wing back. He was playing in the three at the in the substitute for Bastoni, and when he came against Atalanta, he came on as a left back in the 4. So I don't know if I would if it's strictly speaking wing back, because against Shakhtar he wasn't great either. But yeah, Dumfries definitely there's a lot to improve still. I expected him to be able to dominate someone like Rogerio out down that right hand side, but he didn't. I'm quite disappointed with Dumfries today, actually. Yeah, I mean, when there's a quad substitution, something's gone wrong. And Inzaghi, we know that he's very heavy-handed with the substitutes, and today this is the most heavy-handed he has been with substitutions. And he was quite right. It had to be done. The team was just not good enough. It needed like a wake up, like a slap on the face, like, come on, guys, you need to get your act together. We should make our subs in the first minute so we stink the field as usual. Yeah, if only there was a way to swap around, like tell them, like, no, guys, it's not the first minute, it's the second half. That's what you need to tell these players. This is the 55th minute when these guys are going in. But it's starting to be every game. We gotta not start hugging that. Honestly, I don't think Korea should start unless Korea. Yeah, but today Dzeko needed a rest. That's why he had to start. That's what I was saying in the pre-match preview. That Dzeko's already played a lot more than we wanted, that he wants, and then Inzaghi wanted, as he already said, he wanted to rest Dzeko a bit more, but because of Korea's injury, he couldn't. And yeah, I don't want to let's not be reactionary on the Korea now. He's definitely not a very good match. Stinked it out today on the pitch, but that doesn't mean that he shouldn't, start anymore. Because how else is he going to build the partnership if you don't let him? And yeah, guys, as soon as I finish, you can go on into Worldwide. Anthony will be doing a much longer reaction than me because I'm going in a minute. Need to control the midfield better, man. Yeah, the midfield was just non-existent in the first half, non-existent. And yeah, Vidal came in, changed their Hakan today once again. Poor performance on the when in the play, when the ball is in play, he's just not offering enough at the moment. And I can start to understand now the slander if he continues performing like this. Once again, though, his corners, and he created that great chance for Dumfries in the first half from his set piece. So at least he's still offering those set piece abilities, but we need more from him in open play. We can't just rely on his set pieces and things like that. We need more, especially for someone who earns 4 or 5 million net a year. We have to expect more. Yeah, instant impact from the substitutes. Yeah, it was so bad, man. It's so bad, but Bogota is a monster. But we got that's one thing that we'll take. We have to take the can we bring in more 30 plus players? Yeah, last year everyone was moaning that we're bringing too many old people, and this year we're saying bring in more. But the heart and the mentality of this team is still there. It's not good enough the way we start games, that we give away the first half and things like that, and we still defensively not solid at all. Inzaghi still hasn't found the balance. Tactically, we still can't play out from the back, but the mentality of this team, always, you can never count this team out, which is really good to see. The remnants of the Conte mentality of making sure the win is there no matter what is still there, and that's great to see. Yeah, this is probably I mean, I don't know about 2015. I think we're being reactionary there, but this is definitely that first half. I think was the worst that we've seen since Inzaghi's come in for sure. For sure. And De Vrij and Skriniar, definitely. I'll have to rethink. I remember De Vrij had a stink against Parma last year, but with Skriniar, I don't remember him having such a stinker. That might have been, the one of his worst matches for sure. Pazza Inter Amala, yeah, this once again real Pazza Inter like against Atalanta. This is another real Pazza Inter. At the end, it was end to end. The last 10 minutes, it was crazy. It was like a amateur match, pinging balls up in Sassuolo on the attack, then Inter on the attack, then Sassuolo on the attack. I don't know why we weren't shooting. We were building up in in their box and just passing it around, and no one was shooting. I don't know what was going on. Vidal, I don't know if it was man of the match, but respect on the Mohawk. He's finally back from injury, and bro, yeah, that's what Vidal, the impact they can do, that he can make. Sorry, yeah, I was scared as well, Bokar, man, especially after the first half. But with this Inter team, I still like. I went in the half time and I was like, we're gonna win this match just because how this Inter team is, and actually that's how it turned out. It's better to leave happy. Yeah, guys. Now it's the the international break. And yeah, this is the perfect way to end having a 2-week break now. The players can go all over the world, but we've got the 3 points. We've kept the pressure right at the top. Let me see how the Serie A table actually looks right now, because Napoli still yet to play. Milan still yet to play tomorrow, but still, let's have a quick look at the Serie A table before going. Yeah, 17 points, depending on what happens with Milan and Napoli and Roma, all those teams there. Still top scorers in the league, but goals against is starting to look worrying now. Needs to be addressed as soon as possible. Yes, DiMarco is much better off the bench, and DiMarco shouts out to my guy, man, embracing the boldness. No, none of that wig, none of the hair transplant. This guy saw that his hairline is quite bad for a 23-year-old, but he was like alpha male, repping the boldness. I like it. I rate it, man. Kola needs more time, of course. He adds more technicality, but we need more from Correa. 31 million. We need more. Dzeko in the air is deadly combination, of course, man. He is. Of course, yeah. Parmesh, a very good point. The exhaustion as well. I mean, these defenders have been saying that they should have been rotated in some earlier matches, like Bologna, all these kinds of matches, but they just haven't been rotated. So this is what happens. This is why people are always like, yeah, you have to play them, but then some of these matches can happen, which is fine. Everyone's allowed to have a bad match, but exhaustion for sure is big reason for some of these performances. Yeah, I don't get the rant against Dzeko, but Hakan deserves 100%. Yeah, I'm not going to defend Hakan today. He definitely doesn't deserve it today. Dumfries needs new studs, man. Was skiing out there. He was, yeah, actually, good point. Popped in to say hi, but yeah, it was a fun game. But once again, if you're a neutral, it was a fun game. But definitely not for Inter fans. Our hearts, as usual, crazy high beats. DiMarco followed Cambiaso's for the steps in terms of boldness. Yeah, I mean, there's many bold players over there. He could be actually, yeah, Inter. We don't really have that many bold players, have we? I was trying to think quickly of some more bold players, but there's not that many out there. Need super sub Dzeko in every match. Yeah, well, we'll see. Now we got Sanchez should be back soon. Hopefully, he doesn't get injured in the international break and Chile don't kill him as he does. Biazin surprisingly said Inter will make a loan sign. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. I don't know about that. We'll see. But yeah, guys, I really need to leave now. I have to go. Dzeko, our Bosnian king, man of the match. Inter 2-1. These guys will see you in the international break for sure, and going into worldwide now if you want. Make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe. Ciao ragazzi.